I think that the fans are definitely going to get behind it because the people love Bray. They really loved him.
Yes.
And just, right before his death, he was getting, he had got on a roll. He was starting back up there. So I think with these guys coming in, and trying to continue, what he had started, I think it's going to be good. And the fans are going to be right behind it because they love Bray.
Yeah.
Taylor Rotunda. Teddy, I don't know if you knew Taylor. Did you know Taylor Rotunda?
No.
Or Bo Dallas?
Okay. Give me a name I ain't never heard of no.
Yes, Bray Wyatt's brother.
I knew the whole family. I knew Bray when he was a little bitty baby. Okay, so I knew Bo.
Well, Taylor it appears that he will be coming back to Raw, and maybe by the time you're watching this, he has already been on Raw as the new character Uncle Howdy. And a lot of people remember Uncle Howdy appearing with Bray Wyatt before the end of his career and unfortunate death. And now they're going to bring that Uncle Howdy character back with a few family members. And some of those family members that they're mentioning include Eric Rowan of the original Wyatt family, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, that'd be interesting, and Joe Gacy. Those are the names that we've heard so far. No word on Alexa Bliss as being part of that family as they make their appearance on Raw. I'm wondering though, Bill, how much of an uphill battle would this be? Because a lot of people, I would imagine, might try to compare what Bo does to what his brother was doing before him.
Well, of course they will. This is like this is almost like a tribute to Bray Wyatt. And I think the first night that they come out, all the lights are going to be on, the individual lights, and the fans are going to welcome them back. And it all depends on what they're going to do in terms of storyline. Who are they going to feud this group with? Are they going to feud with Judgment Day, or what group are they going to feud with?
Good question. Daddy, what were your thoughts? You think he's going to have a hard time getting these fans to get up behind him, or do you think the fans are going to be so back to what Bray was doing? Because Bray was brilliant. That's what I'm trying to say, actually. When you got somebody who is as good as Bray was, man, that's got to be a tough position to get into. Teddy, is that a lot of pressure?
Well, yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but also, it can be done. And I think that the fans are definitely going to get behind it because the people love Bray. They really loved him.
Yes.
And right before his death, he was getting, he had got on a roll. He was starting back up there. So I think with these guys coming in, and trying to continue, what he had started, I think it's going to be good, and the fans are going to be right behind him because they love Bray.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
What are they going to do with them? I mean, there are so many factions in WWE now. You've got the LWO, you've got the Judgment Day. There's so much going on. You wonder where they're going to go with this.
Well, you got to understand this. They're still releasing people.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, and there's a couple of names that were on that list in the family that kind of surprised me to see their name on that list, to be honest with you. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. I do believe there's got to be a game plan already there because they wouldn't be bringing them to TV if there wasn't a game plan. So obviously there's somebody we're not thinking
There
of.
you go. Predicting again. I've seen people come to TV a million times and scheduled to do something, and they'll go right to them. Well, we wrote you guys out tonight. We'll try it next week.
Holy, that would suck. That would really suck.
Well, that's happened to me. I put on my suit, got ready to go, and they come to me. Well, Vince wrote your part out tonight. You don't have to. You're not doing it.
Whew. Man,
don't bother you. Because you're to expect that. You know what I mean? So they tell you ain't doing that. No problem. But some guys will get crazy. Well, why? Why am I not on TV? It ain't about that.
They probably get worried that, well, you took me off TV because I'm not doing something right, and probably get paranoid a little bit. So
the thing, though, that, again, this is going to be almost like a tribute to Bray Wyatt, but it's not going to be something that's going to be as spectacular as what Bray Wyatt did, but it'll be in the same vein.
I'm wishing him the best. I really want to see that work. I really do, because I love the Bray Wyatt family concept they have, and I wanted to see it continue. And so seeing his brother come in and maybe take control and see what they can do with it should be interesting. Sportskeeda got a question from a fan that they wanted us to answer, so I'm gonna give you a question, guys. And it is this: could today's stars like Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Charlotte Flair have done well in the Attitude Era? Teddy, what do you think?
I think they would have, because they'd have been with some good people. They've been with people in that Attitude Era that knows how to work and really cared about their jobs and concentrated on what it means to be in that ring and to sell and to do what you're supposed to do. So I think they would have been in at the right time.
Bill?
Yeah, I think all three of them, and maybe a lot more people on the roster, kind of feel a little held back where they're not allowed to say or do things. And to see Drew McIntyre get even more loose would be incredible.
Yeah.
Charlotte, the way she's looking recently and all the modeling stuff she's doing. Bobby Lashley unleashed. I mean, this would be great stuff.
Yeah. I think that, you know, to me, it's like if you're giving the platform and the opportunity to act like they did back in the Attitude Era, anybody can do it if they put the work in to do it. So I just think it's the situation and the surroundings and what you're allowed to do and not do. And I like the new feel.
Dominic and Liv Attitude Era attitude with this angle. If it was in the Attitude Era, we wouldn't see. We'd see a lot less clothing on Liv Morgan.
Give it time. Give it time.
There you go.
All right. Let me ask you another question real quick while we have a little bit of time. I want your honest opinion, too, on this. When it comes to the Bloodline in WWE with Solo Sikoa, do you feel that it's losing steam? Bill?
I do, and I'm going to tell you why. And this goes right back to what I was saying about Braun Breaker. The other guys, Haku's sons, were in the videos, the pre-videos, made to be killers and monsters. It's not happening. They're taking beatings in the matches there. So it's the same thing as I mentioned with Braun Breaker. It's being 50-50 to be fair to everybody, but you can't create an amazing killer heel by having him or them be backed up so often.
Teddy, what were you about to say? I'm sorry.
Well, nothing, not really. I was just thinking about, you know, we were talking about how this guy's being used. Like I said, it ain't him, it's them. But he has to kind of look at it too. And I know Rick has seen it, and, you know, and Rick knows, you know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes, you know, you just have to play the game. You know what I mean?
And I think the fans, they're kind of poo-pooing on the whole Bloodline thing right now anyhow, to the point where they're begging for Roman Reigns to come back. So I got a feeling we're going to see Roman Reigns come back almost as a face when he comes back, because the fans are hating so much on Solo Sikoa. So it's a setup.
There you go.
I got to push those buttons.
But again, you know, Tonga and his brother there are portrayed to be these killers, and it's just not happening.
No, I agree. I just think it's losing its steam. They need to do something to kind of put something back in there to get that fire that they need with that storyline, because it's falling to the wayside week by week.
Well, I like your idea though, Mac. I think Roman, you know, he needs to come back as a babyface.
Yeah, even if it's just one time to straighten his ass out. You know, he doesn't even have to wrestle.
You know, one time. There can't be just one. He has to get a little bit of a run out of it. If you're just coming in for one night to be a babyface, then
he's got to come back. He's got to come back, stand in the ring. Look at Paul Heyman, wise man. What the hell was going on when I was gone? And then create that tension and make the split.
And that's probably what we're going to end up seeing. Something.
But the only way that really will become believable and work is you'll have to drop Heyman.
Yeah, that's something I agree. Yes.
Raymond drops him right there in the ring. Now the people know he ain't playing.
Yep. Guys, we're out of time. Well, we've been going
good.
Already?
I'm going to close Teddy out right now. See you, Teddy.
Hey, before we run out of time, let me say this right here, man.
Okay.
Bill wasn't able to be with us, but Mac and I, we did this weekend in Florida, the Riverside.
What town was it?
Florida.
What town?
St. Augustine.
Sure.
Oh,
Welcome to
was it St. Augustine?
It was St. Augustine.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay.
Teddy.
Well, we were at this con, and Mac and I, we had such a great time, man. And I'll tell you this, people always they put in comments about me and Mac, but we bitch at each other all the time.
Yes.
It ain't just on the podcast, on the whole ride back, $400. I'm bitching at it. 400 miles.
I told him, I said, I'm gonna get my wife to ride with me next time. It's about the same thing. So Teddy and I, we get along. We fuss at each other, and people crack up.
Can you
If you want to see what we do,
this?
go to Road Trip After Hours or on my Facebook page or Teddy's Facebook page, and there's a clip in there where Teddy went by Godfather's table just before we went live. It is absolutely hilarious because Teddy's facing.
Who's Godfather?
Who's Godfather?
I never heard of the guy.
WWE Hall of Famer Godfather. But it's a great video. Go watch it. It's only like a minute and a half long, but it's hilarious. Teddy's in rare form.
How can you not when you go visit the Godfather?
Very true. Very true. But yeah, we had a great time. River City Wrestling Con, and hopefully we'll see you again next year because that was a blast. It's a huge event. Really nice and well done.
Well, we got another big show coming up. SummerSlam weekend will be August 3rd and 4th right there in Savannah, Georgia. So Mac and I will be there with the Road Trip After Hours podcast, and so we'll see you guys there.
Yeah,
I will be at WrestleCon that weekend because that's SummerSlam weekend.
Well, that's where you need to be. You don't need to be with us.
Well, I'm uninvited. I'm the uninvited.
The three amigos are breaking up. Oh no! All right, we're out of time. Bill, anything coming up for you? We need to talk about.
Well, just subscribe to my newsletter at Sportskeeda /newsletters. Once a week on Wednesdays, you'll get my exclusive newsletter with power rankings, Joe Lowry's rant, artwork, exclusive stories and interviews, etc. So yeah.
Now, also real quick, Bill, do you have a new Twitter or X account? Because something happened.
Yeah.
You disappeared from X.
I'm glad you asked him that, Mac, because I tried all of a sudden I see he's gone.
Yeah, I couldn't get you.
Yeah, somebody hacked my Apter One Wrestling. So right now I'm at the Apter Chat.
At the Apter Chat. Okay, I'm glad you told me, but because I didn't have a clue what happened to you.
Yeah, Bill Apter fell completely off my Facebook. I don't have none of it.
Yeah.
No, Facebook you should be getting. It was Twitter that was.
Yeah, the Twitter thing. Yeah, but it was all of a sudden just like you were gone.
Well, the Facebook too, because I don't have none of it.
I will fix that, but I'm now on TikTok.
Oh Lord, I can't do
I
that.
don't have TikTok.
I know.
No, he's got TikTok because he's got the tick cracks. He got the tick cracks going during the TikToks. So,
that's how you advertise it.
That's right. We're out of time. I'm Mac Davis. That's WWE Hall of Famer Mr. Teddy Long, and of course Mr. Bill Apter. We'll see you again next week.
I'm not out of time. See you at the matches.